What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. There's a lot of talk out there regarding the Lakers. You might see this phrase in articles. The Lakers are active in trade talks, and that means that they are actively looking to move people because even though the players won't say it, publicly, the players won't say it. Perhaps people within the organization aren't going to say it in public. They know that this isn't working. And now we're getting closer to the halfway point of the NBA season. No more. It's just the preseason. It's just 2 games in. It's just 5 games in, 10 games in. They'll figure it out. You can make all the excuses. Other teams had to deal with injuries. Other teams have had to deal with what's going on. Unfortunately, with the outbreak. But at the end of the day, the Lakers are a 500 team in serious danger of becoming a sub 500 team on a team that had championship expectations. That is a failure in waiting, okay? And it is a certainty at this point that one or both of these players that's in this image are going to be gone, okay? Now, in my other video on my other channel, I wasn't so certain about AD because I didn't know what his contract situation was. I couldn't remember whether or not he had a no trade clause, but I just found out that he doesn't. So he's up. I mean, he's definitely a player who, when you really think about it, despite the fact that he has the injury issues, he still is a guy that's an asset. He's still going to give you when he's playing right now 23 points and 10 rebounds a game. Skilled big men that can score and rebound and block shots, shoot the basketball. That's still a scarcity in the NBA. Having a skilled, potentially dominant big man. Unfortunately, this is a guy that may only play 40 to 50 games a year. You hope for 60, but when he's out there, he will give you something. So then you have Russell Westbrook. Russ is Russ, but Russ can still be an asset somewhere. So yeah, it does make sense. And shout out to Ticket TV because he's talking about this in the live stream. So please subscribe to Ticket TV and Pro Basketball Updates um, if you haven't already. But yeah, it definitely makes sense, man, that the Lakers are going to make some moves because look, we've all observed LeBron James over his career, and we know that above everything else, his image as a winner is first and foremost. It supersedes relationships. As far as players are concerned, it supersedes everything. And he will trade his best friend if it means a better chance of him winning a title, or at least getting to the playoffs, or the situation is. You know, we've seen this before. You know, um, with Cleveland, when he finally began to realize that he could not win a title, let alone make it to the finals with that Cleveland team, he left. When he saw in Miami that Dwayne Wade was getting older, he saw the writing on the wall with that team. He saw the improvement that was going on with Cleveland. He saw the maturation with Kyrie Irving, and he was intrigued, and he made the decision to go back home. When he saw that that Cleveland team wasn't going to go anywhere as far as being a championship team after Kyrie Irving left in 2018, he left and went to Lakers. Now he's still on the contract, so he's not going to go anywhere. All right. LeBron James is still on the contract. LeBron is not the type of player that's going to break his contract. He's not a Ben Simmons. He's not one of these new age players who doesn't honor their contract. He's not going to get traded. We already had Rich Paul come out and say that, you know. So if he's not going to get traded, who do you think will get traded? It's going to be the guys who the media have pegged as the problem. Russell Westbrook, aka Russell Dressbrick, and Anthony Street Clothes Davis. Which is a shame because Anthony Davis was the guy that, in many people's eyes, including my own, was the dominant player during the bubble run. But he isn't that same guy anymore. And now people are lambasting him for being soft, which they should be. And Russ, I mean, he should never brought his ass over there anyway, man. You know, Russ should never have brought his ass over there. And we're just gonna wait to see what's gonna happen. We just gotta wait to see what's gonna happen. But if the Lakers continue to lose, something's gonna be done. Something is definitely gonna be done. And the way this team is presently constructed, they suck. They can't stop anybody really. Um, you know, they tend to get out rebounded. They get out hustled. They can put up points. They can contend, but ultimately the better teams are just better than them, and they're not a championship team. They're a sixth seed right now, a couple of games out of being the eighth and ninth seed. So you tell me what you think is going to happen. I haven't watched LeBron James over his career. You think he's going to stay loyal to this team, or do you think he's going to do what he normally does, and that is be the GM? So tell me what you guys think.